So I actually made a 6th gen team, and this is my first battle with it. I'm going to lead off with my Breloom, and he's going to lead off with a Clefable. I'm going to go for the Spore, because what else do you do with a Breloom? And this Breloom is actually sub-punch with Poison Heal. Not usually the Breloom people are going around using, but hey, whatever. I'm going to sub as he goes into his Heatran, and I'm going to go for the Focus Punch now, but it brings him down to his Sash. Not what I expected out of a Heatran, but it works out for him. Because for some strange reason, after it was brought down to his Sash, I thought I would be able to outspeed him, and that happened, which is kind of disappointing, whatever, but I'm just going to go for my Volt Switch on my Rotom Wash to finish him off, and then I'm going to go right into my Crawdaunt, for some reason. This is a Choice Banded Crawdaunt, also for some reason. As he goes into his Tornadus, I really don't know what this thing does, so I'm just going to switch into my Rotom Wash to see what it wants to do, and he goes to the Air Slash, which is fine, and then he goes into his Toxic, which I would care about if I was defensive, but I'm not, I'm Choice Scarf. So I'm just going to go for the Volt Switch as it brings him down to his other Sash. Why do you have so many Sash, guys? I don't get it. But my Crawdaunt has Aqua Jet, so I'm going to be able to finish him off with that. But he goes for the Tailwind, so it doesn't even fucking matter. So now he's going to go into his Medicham, and I figured this would be a good time to go into my Wobbuffet. Because not only can my Wobbuffet stall out the Tailwind, but it can also fucking kill the Medicham. So he's going to get a crit on the Drain Punch, probably didn't matter. And then he's going to get a crit on the Ice Punch, also probably didn't matter. Because I'm just going to Encore him into Ice Punch. And then he's going to go for the Ice Punch again, obviously. And I'm going to be able to kill him with the counter. Fucking kill him with the counter. Wobbuffet's too good. I don't even know. But he's going to go into his Greninja now. I don't want to predict around this thing because I know it can be kind of threatening. So I'm just going to let it do what it wants to do. Lock itself, not lock itself, but make itself Dark type. And I keep on forgetting that it makes itself Dark type when it uses Dark Pulse. Because I go into my Rotom Wash and I try to go for the Volt Switch. Why wasn't it super effective? I don't fucking know. But I'm going to go into my Clefable right now. Didn't really predict that I would resist the Dark Pulse because I don't know what Fairy type does still, but he's going to go into his own Clefable. Now, my Clefable is Calm Mind offensive. Not usually the Clefable people are going around using, but whatever, this team is for fun. And his Clefable is Cosmic Power. So we're just going to have this whole thing going on, where I'm trying to get to +6 with Calm Mind, and he's trying to get to +6 with Cosmic Power. Eventually he pulls out Belly Drum, which I just don't get, but hey, I'm, you know, whatever. But it was actually pretty scary because I thought that, like, if he had Belly Drum, he would actually be doing damage to me, but he really wasn't. As you can see, I was probably doing more damage with Ice Beam than he was with Drain Punch, which just doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm trying to use Ice Beam here so I can freeze him, or a crit would be nice. Excuse me. And I don't end up critting him, and I don't. Well, okay, I get a freeze once, and he immediately thaws out. So, yay for me. But I end up going through all of my Ice Beams, and nothing really happens. So I kind of have to resort to going for the Thunderbolt. You see, there's the freeze. But yes, I end up having to go for the Thunderbolt, and as you can see, stuff will happen. But this whole thing was just kind of silly. But I mean, it was still kind of scary because if he crit me, it was basically until someone critted someone else. But as you can see, I mean, I paralyzed him here with the Thunderbolt as he ends up going for the Soft Boiled. And now I'm going to go for the Thunderbolt again, and he's going to get paralyzed, so we're already on a good roll here. But I'm finally going to go for the last Thunderbolt and get a crit, get wrecked. And I was like, oh yeah, get wrecked. But then his Klefki comes in like, nah man, you're going to get wrecked. So he goes for the Thunder Wave, and I was like, ha, that's kind of silly. But then I get paralyzed, I was like, oh, well that's not very silly. So then he goes for the Calm Mind, which I just don't get. Like, I mean, okay, if you're going to rely on Para-Hacks to try and get a Calm Mind sweep on me, then whatever. But then he crits me with the Flash Cannon. I was like, wow, dude, okay. So now it's these guys versus his guys. So I go into my Rotom Wash and I trick him my Choice Scarf because I figured that'd probably be the best thing to do. Hey, maybe he'll go for the Calm Mind, who knows. But he ends up going for the Dazzling Gleam. And I believe, yeah, I just stayed in and let him kill me because I figured Rotom Wash wasn't really that good for anything else. And I could get in some good damage with the Hydro Pump. I actually thought he would outspeed me, but it looks like that didn't matter. And then I can go to my Crawdaunt, again, go for the Aqua Jet. And I was kind of afraid that the Aqua Jet wouldn't kill the Greninja But I really didn't have any other choice, so I go for the Aqua Jet. Boom! A critical ninja. GG.